Hi everyone. Good morning, guys, all of you. Guys, I'm audible. Right, guys. Right. So in yesterday's session, we started views, and we said the view is a subset of base table, or else it is called as a virtual table of base table. So why it is called as virtual table means view doesn't store the data, just extract the data from base table and displaying to users. Okay. And when we created a view, compulsory we should require a select query. Okay, and without select query, we can't create a view statement. Okay, no, right? So here, what we said, guys, here, it was extracted data from base table and displaying to user. So as per this point, what you understand here, the view will be worked like this. Okay, it will be worked like this. Will act as an interface, act as an interface. Okay, interface between user and tables. So view how it will be working. Okay, how it will be working internally means it will be working like a interface in between user and tables. Between user and tables, it was working like a an interface. Okay, so that means mediator. It's like a mediator. So whatever the user is sending the request, the query request, the request we are sending through view, the request we are sending through view, and that will be go to table. And from the table, whatever the response will become, that will be extracted. So as per user request, view will go to table and taking the necessary and required data from your base table, and later that will be sending to user. Okay, so it's like a mediator in between users and original table, otherwise the main tables. Okay, in between user and main table, it will be working like a an interface in between user and tables. Okay, right. So now this is view information, but view when we want to use view and what is the advantages of view means there are few advantages we have it right here. So advantages, what kind of advantages are there in the view? Let me see. So the first thing is it was going to be providing security for your table data. The first thing is it was providing security for your table data. That is the first thing. The first point is what now? Providing security. So how it was providing security, guys? Okay, now, right. So view how it will be provide security for your data means the reason is what now? Let us see one small example. I will explain to you. Okay, now we can see. Suppose we have a one base table or main table is there, for example. This is one main table. So I'm creating few columns in this. So this is one main table guys here. Suppose this table may be anything. For example, EMP table. So in this EMP table, we have a few columns like employee ID, like employee name, salary, designation, okay, date of join, some mobile number. Okay, fine. And these are the columns and having some data. So we are storing some information about the employees. So having some information here. Okay, right. So we have some information and this is called as a main table or base table. Okay, so this is my base table. Okay, fine. So now when we are working in companies, okay, whenever we are working in a company, so in the companies, what it was happen, there's so many employees are working. Okay, for example, you are working as a database developer. There are so many employees are working in real-time companies. Okay, so for their work, okay, for their work, that means whatever they're going to be, some operations are going to do. Yes or no? So whenever you want to, they want to go for to do some kind of operation. So in their companies, definitely every employee was going to do some operations. Some kind of activities are going to do it. So those activities now, while they're going to be performing some activities here, okay, what it was happen, sometimes, so that means as per their work, okay, they need the few columns data they wanted. That means as per the employee requirement basis, when he was working in a company, based on the requirement basis, they want to go for, okay, to need some data from your base table. And yes, yeah, the thing is what now? They don't want it entire the table data. They don't want it entire the table data. So they wanted some specific columns data they wanted. So as per their requirement. So like this guys here, there are few employees and based on their requirement basis, they need some specific columns data they required. Okay, for example, let me see guys here. Suppose I'm taking some users. So he's one user. He's another user. And he was another user. So these are a few users guys. Okay, fine. Suppose he was user number A, or simply we can say. So U1 and he was U2. And he was U3. Okay, 3 users. So as per the need, as per the requirement, they need a few columns now. Suppose user one, he wanted employee ID, name, and their date of join, their mobile number is required. Okay, so this is the user one is needed column. Suppose user two, he required, okay, name and their salary is required. So this user is required. This user is required number, their designations, and salary. Number, salary, and their designations. Okay, right. So carefully observe the point. So three different users, and they wanted three different types of data. Okay, first user wanted the 4 columns information he wanted as per his requirement. Second user wanted only 2 columns data he wanted. And the third user wanted 3 columns data he wanted. So user 1, user 2, user 3, these are the different people and different types of data they required from the same table. So table name is only EMP. So now tell me guys here, suppose you are the database administrator. Suppose you are a database administrator. When these people wanted the specific columns data from a main table, from a base table, then what we want to do guys here? Are you sharing this entire the table to these users, okay, U1, U2, U3, or else whatever they asked us, whatever they wanted, only those kind or those data only we are sharing. Okay, my point is carefully observe. U1, U2, U3, what they wanted, you know, and they're requesting to you. Suppose you are the administrator, you are a database admin. So these users are requesting to you, I want it. So user 1 is asking to you, I want it ID, name, so and so columns. User 2 is asking to you name and salary. User 3 is asking to you number, salary, destinations. Okay, now. So these 3 people wanted the required information from the table. And now tell me guys, suppose you are the administrator in a company. What you want to do? Are you sharing entire table to these users? Otherwise, whatever they asked, whatever they required, only those specific columns only are you sharing. What do you want to do? Come on guys. You will be sharing entire the table, or whatever they requested to you, only the requested data are you sharing? As an administrator, what is your logic? Yes, definitely. As an administrator, we want to share only requested data only I want to share. So why should I want to share entire table? What is the need of entire table to sharing? Because U1, U2, U3, they're not asking entire table. They wanted specific columns data only they wanted. So when they wanted specific required columns data, then why are you sharing entire table? Okay, for example, the logic I will tell you, the normal logic. Suppose guys here, observe, some customer is there. X is a customer guys. Okay, he was a customer. So the customer need, okay, he need milk. Okay, he need milk. How much here? 1 liter milk he wanted guys here. Ex customer wanted 1 liter milk. Okay, now. So when you wanted 1 liter milk is required. That means he is needed. His requirement is what now? 1 liter milk is a requirement. But tell me guys here, this 1 liter milk purpose, the customer will go to purchase cow. You need to purchase cow. What do you say? You need to purchase cow or not? So 1 liter milk purpose, the customer want to purchase cow, or else they want to purchase 1 liter milk. Which one you want to do? Come on, guys. See, if you're giving topic is understand, na, I will go to next. Okay, the topic is observe carefully. What I'm saying, X is a customer here. He need a 1 liter milk. So his requirement is 1 liter milk. For 1 liter milk purpose, you want to purchase cow or you want to purchase only 1 liter milk? Yes, only 1 liter milk. So suppose he will be purchasing this entire cow. So, for example, the cow cost of the cow is equal to, for example, 40,000 rupees is a cow cost. Okay, and 1 liter milk maximum how much? 60 rupees 1 liter milk. So now see, observe what happened if the customer is going to be purchasing cow means is a foolishness. The customer is a foolish. Yes or no? So he doesn't know anything. So for 1 liter milk purpose, why you want to spend 40,000 rupees? So it's not need actually. If you're spending 40,000 rupees means you are a foolish. Yes or no? So ex-customer is a foolish person. You don't know anything. But he was an intelligent person. Intelligent person, what he want to do? Why he want to spend 40,000 rupees? I want to just pay 60 rupees. My requirement is fulfilled. So with the 60 rupees only, my requirement is fulfilled. Then why we want to pay 40,000 rupees to purchase a cow? So this is the concept, what you understand. So whatever the customer needed, as per the need only, you have to go and purchase. But if you purchase entire the cow means he's a foolish customer. Okay, na concept understand na? Same to same. Here also carefully observe. U1 user asking these 4 columns data. U2 user is asking these 2 columns data. U3 is asking these 3 columns data. Then if database administrator is sending or sharing this entire table to these users, then administrator is a foolishness. Na? Yes or no, guys? Our admin is a foolish or not? Yes. So he was a foolishness. Then what do you want to do if you are a intelligent database administrator? If he is an intelligent database administrator, then what he want to do? Instead of sharing this entire table, he was sharing whatever the user is requesting to you as per user request, those columns information only they can share it. Those columns information only they can share it. Okay? Right. So this is what it was going to be happen, guys. This is what it was going to be happen. Now, so now here observe. Now we are observe. So now what it was happened, this is the problem. Okay, but this is a situation actually. This is a situation. So now how we want to overcome means, the situation means, yes. So there, your database administrator, what he want to do? he will be do it to create your, what we can say, views are created. Because view, one very advantage of view, why the real time people are preparing views means it was more flexible to the programmers or users. You can share your table data into any manner. That means your required columns, you can share it. Your required rows, you can share it. So either you want to share entire table also. So as per the situation, I can share entire table. Otherwise, specific rows and columns data also I can share. So that kind of flexibility we have it or we have in the view. So now see what he was going to do. So then immediately the administrators are going to be created views now. So first user, whatever he wanted, he was created one view on those columns. So which columns he was wanted here? So first one is employee ID column we wanted, and employee name column we wanted, and next. Okay. Now these are the 4 columns he wanted here. Then he will create a view. This second user wanted only 2 columns. Then 2 columns of view is created. Then 2 columns of view is created. Next, he wanted 3 columns. Then he will go to create 3 columns of view only created. 3 columns of view only created. Okay, na? Right. So this is the view advantage, guys, here. Now finally I create. So now I want to say this is view 1 and this is number view 2 and this is number view 3. So now these are the columns, whatever they ask us. Okay, whatever they ask us. So EID, so e-name, date of join, and mobile number. So here the second user wanted, so he wanted e-name and he wanted salary. And third user he wanted number, he wanted salary, he wanted destination. So after the creator or the creating or preparing the views, okay, so then these views are going to sharing to, that means these views are created on what? So your administrators are created your views on your base table, and after that these are sharing to whom? To user. So user 1, user 2, and user 3. Then after sharing like this, what it was happening, you can see. So now he was, okay, user 1 can see only 4 columns data. So whatever he was asking here, those columns data only they can see it. Okay, those columns data only they can see it, but they can't see the remaining columns. So user 1 can see only ID column data, name column, date of join, and mobile number. So that means this user cannot see salary and designation columns, sir, he cannot view. So that means your salary and designation columns data is what it was happening, hiding. So when salary and designation columns are hiding for user 1, so that means user 1 cannot view the employee's salaries, he cannot view the employee designations columns data, the user 1 cannot see. So in such a way, your table data security, yeah, data security. Observe carefully here, data security. So user number 2. So user number 2 can only view name and salary. So name and salary only he can view, but remaining things are remaining columns data, he cannot view it. That means remaining columns data is hiding. That means remaining columns data is security. Come to user number 3. So he can see number, salary, designation, but he can't see the remaining columns data. That means the remaining columns data will be secured. Okay. So these kind of security we can provide by using of view on your table data. So I can't show entire table data to users. Instead of that, whatever they wanted, only that particular data only I can show it. Remaining data I can hide. So in such a way, we are providing security for our data. Okay, now? So first point, understand all of you. So this is the first point here. Advantage is what now? Providing security. Okay, providing security means, so this is the point of how it was providing security. Second one is what now? Through we can check values. Okay, before insert into a base table. Base table through a view. That means your view will be followed here. Data integrity. Data integrity rules will be followed. Okay, now rules will be followed. So data integrity rules, we already know, like a unique constant, check constant, not null, primary key, yes or no, foreign key. So these are the data integrity rules that we have it. And now what it was happening, guys, here, whenever user inserting some data into base table, then user is going to be inserting the data through mediator. That means user, he was not directly interacting to table. When you're working in real-time companies, suppose you are a Java developer, suppose you are a .NET developer, or any other technology person. Generally, what it was happen, you didn't interact. That means you don't have a privileges, you don't have a rights to directly interacting with the original tables. So that kind of permissions are not given by administrators to users. They can't directly interacting to original tables. Because when they was directly interacting to original tables, what is the problem here? The problem is what now? Security problems are occur. Because suppose you are a user, suppose I'm giving permissions to you to directly interacting with my original table, then you can see my original table data completely. You can see my original table name. You can see my original columns. Okay, everything you can see it here. And you have a direct permission means you can do anything. So in such a way, what happened? The security-wise problems are occurred. That's why in real time, what happened? The administrators are creating views. Okay, and they're not giving permissions to directly accessing to my table. They will be created one mediator, and those mediator, they will be sharing to you, that means sending to you. And users also, when they want to interacting with your original tables or base tables, they want to interacting through a view only. Okay, now. So that's why, yeah, that's what the point I said. View will act as an interface in between your original tables and users. So that means whatever you want to send some operations, for example, want to send insert operation, you want to send update operation, you want to send delete operation, you want to send select operations. So these operations are sending to a view, and those operations are executed. We are sending through view, but executed on your table, And whatever the table is going to be affected, that table affected information, again, it will be showing in the view. And through that, the user can understand, yes, my data successfully inserted, my data successfully updated, my data successfully deleted. Okay, now? So that was going to be happening. That means, are you inserting, updating, deleting, selecting the data through a view only, but direct interaction you don't have it, guys. So view user direct was not interacting with your table. This is not possible. In real time, that kind of accessing, very, 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 very rare cases, administrators will give it to direct interaction. But maximum you will be sending through view. Whatever you want to send the request to my table, the request I want to sending through view to my table only. Okay, now, but direct accessing, you should not. That means you will be very rare cases, you will be get that kind of permission. Okay, now. So now in such a cases, suppose user is going to be inserting some data, inserting into base table through a view. At that moment, what happened? Suppose your table is having some any integrity rules are there on the table. Suppose on your table, okay, you have a, for example, unique constant is there on your table. So unique constant means what now? Duplicates are not allowed. Suppose you in your table already some data is there, A. And now user is inserting. So user is inserting A. Once again, I was inserting A. Inserting A, okay, inserting A to whom? Through view. And it will be not what happened. It doesn't send the data to your table. Because already your table is having a unique. Unique means what now? Already A is existing. And again, are you sending A? So then we view what it was saying that, sorry, the table is having unique integrity rule is there, so that your data cannot be allowed. That means view is telling to user, is a mediator now. So view is telling to user, sorry, whatever you are sending A, that A already existing in my table, and the table is having unique integrity rule. So duplicates are not allowed. So please check your data once again. So the mediator will be informing the information to users whenever user is sending some wrong data. Whenever user is sending some wrong data. So this kind of the data verifications also, we can go to do it by help of view. So view not only sending data, receiving data, not only that, even though on your table, if any integrity rules are there, those rules also the view will be checked and that information sending to user. Suppose here I'm sending insert A through view on my table, then what happened? Immediately it was showing error. Why, sir, immediately it was showing error means your table is having unique constant. Then immediately the view will get that error and the view sending to user, sorry, that means this data is not allowed into your base table because your base table is already having unique integrity rule. So that's why, so please check your data once again. Okay, now, right. So this is what it was happened. So then what happened? User, as per the whatever the error is there, so based on the error, so now he will be go to sending. Now he was sending B. Okay, now. So now what happened here? Insert B. So now he was sending. Now you will go to checking this data. So insert B. Okay, insert B successfully accepted your table. Because insert B is a what? Unique data. So your table is accepted and view also successfully taking the data and sending to your table, and table is also successfully accepted. So this kind of integrity rules can be checked by view, which was there on the base table. So that means before sending the data into your base table through a view, then what happened? The view will check on your base table, is there any integrity rules are there or not there? Okay, na? Yes, this is what it was happening. This is one more advantage. Another advantage is what now? Okay, another advantage is what now? Query simplify. Query simplify here. So what does the mean by query simplify means? Suppose you have a very big and complex queries are there. Suppose very big and complex query will be there. So this complex query will convert into simple query. Simple query manner. Okay. So complex queries converting into simple queries. For example, what is that? Okay. Suppose are you writing one query now? Okay, I'm writing one query. Select e.emp number, e.ename, e.salary, e.dept number, d.dept number, d.dname, d.loc from empe inner join deptd on e.dept number is equals to d.dept number. Okay, end operator some loc is equal to some location HYD. Okay, now this is so like this. This is just one sample example I will explain to you. Okay, now this is one query we written, some join statement or some other sub query statement, whatever it is. So this much big and complex queries when we are writing here. And those complex queries after writing, and definitely we need to execute this query. Okay, it will be executed and showing some result, showing some output. But the same query, suppose you need to write multiple times in your application, in your work premises, are using this query again and again. This query are you using again and again. Then what it was happen, guys, here, whenever you want to, or when we have a complex queries, complex means simply remember big queries. Complex means so don't think that what is the complex. Complex is nothing but the big statements, big queries are there. If you have a big queries, those big queries, whenever you want to use multiple times in your work premises, in your working operations, when we are writing multiple times this query. So whenever you are writing multiple times means multiple times your query should be executed. And multiple times your query will be executed means it will go to take some time. Yes or no? Time also taken. So writing and executing, writing and executing, writing and executing, writing and executing, writing and executing. So like this time also it will be taken. Understand now? So this kind of a situation automatically time consuming to repetition of executions and to repetition of writing queries. It's a lot of time consuming to users. So that's what it was happen. If this is a complexly, it is, if you treat this as a complex to users, then what the people will do, why should I want to write again and again, and why should I want to execute my query again and again? Instead of doing that, what they will be doing now, they're creating view. Create view, they simply called view one as this entire complex query, they will be right under this view. Okay. So whenever they write in posing like this, what will happen, guys, here? Now this entire query I'm going to execute. Once you executed, what it was happen? So you are successfully, your view is created, view one. Create view one. This entire query. Then after that means what happened? This entire query statement, not result. This entire query we are storing under view one. That means query we are storing, not data. Remember, it's very important. Whatever the query you return, select query, under a view, the query statement will be saved. Saving. Okay, but data is not saving. Only queries are saved. So whenever this query is saving under view one, then what happened, guys, here? Suppose next time, if I want to write this query, or next time if I want to use this query, then what happened? I don't want to write this entire query. Simply I'm writing select star from U1. That's enough. Concept understanding now? I don't want to write entire query again. Suppose today you return, tomorrow you came to your office. Again, you are opening your system. Again, that query you want to write. So who will write this entire query? And who will remember this entire query? Yes or no? So instead of that, what the programmers will do, this entire complex query, what are the big queries there? I didn't remember that query. That entire big query, they're writing and saving under view. So once they saved this query under view, okay, then today your office time is over, you are log out, and tomorrow you will come to office. Again, tomorrow I will come to office. Again, I want to write this query. I don't want to write this query again. Because already this query we saved under where? In a view. So that's what happened. So tomorrow I just call my query select a star from view 1. So when I'm calling view 1, then what happened? Internally, this entire view 1 is nothing but what? This is the query. View 1 is nothing but what? This query. So this query internally executed and it will be showing what? Result to me. Then it is very simple, very easy now. So this is called as a simple query. This is called as a simple query. So view advantage is what now? Complex queries or a big queries, whenever we are using in our applications, those big queries and complex queries, remembering is very difficult. Because when you're working in real-time companies, we are not working only one query now. We are doing multiple tasks, multiple operations we are doing. That means multiple concepts we are implementing as per the requirements. Sometimes we are implementing joins, sometimes we are implementing subqueries, sometimes we are writing some clusters, sometimes we are writing some views. Okay, sometimes we are writing some procedures, functions. So different types of the requirements will be facing in our real time. So this much knowledge you require to interact in your operations. So in that cases, so big queries will come to us. Big queries will come to us when you are working. So at that moment, this much big query, I can't remember because I'm not working with only view now. I'm working with the different operations. Then what the people will do, the programmers, what they will do, so whatever the big query will come to you in your work, so those queries they will be for the, what we can say, for backup purpose, they will be saving under views. So when they were saving under views, then what happened? Next time, whenever the query will be whenever the query will be required to you, then simply you can call select a star from that view name. Then automatically that entire query will come to you. Okay, now? So this is what. So this is what we called a view advantage. What now? Complex queries can be simplifying. The queries can be simplified with the help of views. Okay, now? So these are the advantages of your, what we can say, guys, here, views. Okay, now, right? So this is joint statement. Already the statement we discussed in a joins concept. Okay, this is not a new concept. This is not a new query. Already we have this knowledge. Joins, how to write a joins query. So already we have this knowledge, right? So this is what complex to simple we are going to be converted. So this is one more advantage of views. Okay, now, right? Now, this is advantage. Later, what kind of types are there? Types of views. Types of views. So what is the types of views here? There are two types of views are there, guys. First one we can say simple views. Second one we can say complex views. Okay, simple and complex. So these are the two types of views we can create on our tables. Okay, whenever we need to access some data from original table or do some operations on original table. Okay, there are two ways, the two types of views the two types of interfaces, the two types of mediators the administrator is created in between user and base tables. So in that, first mediator is called a simple view mediator. Second mediator is called as a complex view mediator. So these are the two mediators we will be created, two types of mediators. So now what is what? What is simple and what is complex views? Let me see one by one. So first we will discuss, guys, about the simple views. Simple view, when we called as a view, is called as a simple view means, okay, observe. So whenever or else when we access our required data, okay, required data from a single base table, then we called as simple view. So that means simple view is going to be accessing our data only one base table. Okay, now understand my point now? So when we access our required data from a single base table, then we called as a simple view. That means simple views, sir, we are performing on one table operations only, not multiple tables. Okay, now this point should be remembered. Later on, by default, simple views are supporting all DML operations. Simple views are supporting all DML operations. So that means I can insert data on my base table through a simple view. I can update data in base table through a simple view. I can delete data on base table through a simple view. So that simple view through, user can send insert request, user can send update request, user can send delete request. So these requests will be sending by user through a simple view on base table. So these are supporting here. Understand now? So this is what now supporting here. So that's why you can happily do insert, update, and delete operations, or send insert request, update request, delete request through a view on your base table. So that kind of advantage was there in simple. Okay, fine. Now let me see how the simple view is created. Syntax is observed. So create view, and I want to send here. So view name as what I said, compulsory select query is required. With the help of select query only, view can be created. Otherwise, view cannot be created. Understand now? Right. So this is syntax, guys, here. This is our syntax now. And let me see. Now, one by one, I will show you. So how to access entire the table data through view. That is the first level. Second example, only specific columns data only, how to access. Otherwise, how to access specific rows only. So that's why I said now, view can be, what is the advantage we discuss here? First advantage, specific columns I can share it, specific rows I can share it. Otherwise, entire table also we can share. So as per the requirement basis, we share entire the table to user, or specific columns to user, or specific rows to user. So this kind of security was there. Okay, flexibility was there. So that all I will show you practically, then you can understand, right? So let me see one by one. First example, my first example, create a view to access data from DPT table. Here, I'm not hiding any rows and columns. I want to access data from DPT table simply. So now what I'm going to do, let me check out, guys. Come back here to open your database. Let you come out and see. Let's start from tablet. So these are my okay, these are my tables. Already we have a table and which is already existing in my database. So these are all are called as a base tables. These are all are called as a base tables, right? So now any one table you need to access now. But generally, what I'm saying here in real time, okay, so this is our directory we are accessing because we are learning here, okay? But when you're working level, in companies, what happened? You don't have it directly accessing to base tables. Okay, now, then what we will be do, let me see guys here. So if I want to access any one of the table, so then the administrator will be sharing that column or that table related view. So suppose I'm creating one view, carefully observe. View one as which table you want to access, select a star from the EPT. So star means we all of you know this, guys. What is the mean by star? All columns data we are accessing. That means we are retrieval complete columns data from DEPT table, and the data we are going to be showing to users with the view one. Okay, sir, fine. View is created. So once view is created, then later what happened? The user now no need to call DEPT table, original table name, I don't know. So I can call only view one. View one only I can call. See, this query, whatever I written, this query, okay, I'm just I'm just saving under view one, and that view one I'm just calling. Whenever I'm calling view one, so view one is nothing but what now? Select a star from DEPT. So this query internally executed, and the result will be showing us. This is only result, but this whatever the data was there, this data is not saved in your view one. This is just what it will do. View one, your whatever the query, select a query through whatever you extracted the data, whatever you retrieval the data will be displaying through a view only. But view doesn't store the data. View doesn't store the data. But it's just like it is what now? Mirror image. Just like is what now? Mirror image. That I said virtual imagination. So you feel like this. It's a look like data was there in the view. It's look like that. Okay, what is a virtual? Virtual, what is the mean of virtual? Yesterday we discussed. Virtual is look like a physical, but that is completely not. That means there is, if you go to touch, nothing was there. It's look like that, but there is no physical existence here. Okay, now. So that's why view just a displaying. This displaying means what now? Only displaying the data, but we cannot store the data. You cannot store the data, just a displaying the data. Okay, now. So that point should be remembered. But look like table. So see, if I want to call my original table, thinking that both are same. Both are same. But what I am telling here, this is called as a physical object. That means having a structure and storing the data. This is called a physical. So this a physical object. Virtual is what now? View one. Understanding now? Physical is DEPT. DEPT is a physical object storing the data. But this physical object, virtual is what now? View one. It's not storing the data, but look like same na? Yes or no, like look like same or not? Yes. Suppose the same thing I said yesterday. Suppose you just go stand in front of mirror, guys. For example, one physical object will go to stand in front of mirror. What it was happen? Same image will be reflected or half of the image will be reflected. Half of the image is reflected. Rakesh, when you stand in front of mirror, so your half of the body is going to reflected or entire the body will be reflected here? Complete. So how the physical object was appear, same to same your virtual image also appear here. Understand na? How your physical object is appear, same to same your virtual object is also appear. Okay now. So here also, but that what I'm saying here, whatever we are seeing in the mirror, that is not a physical, just that is a virtual of physical, but it is a look like same. Everything is look like same. Structure, body, eyes, nose, color, dress, everything will be look like same. But that is not a physical object. That is just a virtual object. Understanding my point now? That is just a virtual object. Okay, here also view is just virtual, but not a physical. Okay, but here just we are going to be accessing that was. Okay, we are just going to be accessing that one. Okay, fine, sir. So we access. Okay, now, right. So now let you see after that the view creation after, then you can go to tab list. In tab list, can you see view one is what? Here, what it was showing? What it was showing, guys? View one is a table or view? Your tab type, understand that? Tab type, we can see with the help of tab type, you can understand that whether it is a table or view. Understand? So now your view is created. Okay, fine. My view name is V1. So this is not a table. This is what it was showing. This is a view. So these are tables. This is type of the object. So tab type is clearly mentioned. These are tables. A table means these are all are what? Physical objects. Because table is a physical object. But your view is there here, tab type. The view is not a physical. This is what now? Virtual here. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Now one virtual complete table, complete base table we are accessing. Okay, through a view object, through a view virtual object. Okay, now right, fine. Okay, and now what I said, this view is accessing the data from how many tables I'm accessing, guys, here? How many tables data are you accessing here? Multiple tables or single table? Come on, guys. Yes, we are accessing single table. We are accessing single table, right? Now, okay. Single table means it is a simple view. Simple view by default supporting DML operations. Now you can see. Here I'm going to insert. Suppose I want to insert some data. So insert in view one. Because I don't know original table name. Okay, original table names are having in the database admin side. But I don't know. But I just know only view. So view one, sending values, suppose 50, DBA, for department number 50, DBA, and ID location. So now I'm inserting. One row is created. But tell me, guys, a very important point is whatever the insert query request I'm sending through view, okay, along with some data. Now tell me, all of you tell me. Now this query is executed on your view, it is executed, or else this query is executed on your DEPT table. Where this query is executed? View or table? Carefully think. View or somebody saying view. Somebody saying view. Why again are you saying view? Are yaar, view is not a physical na. Come on, guys. So somebody is not understanding my point. View is not a physical yaar. It's an imagination. Tell me, guys, in imagination, can you perform operation? No, na, imagination. Suppose you are dreaming in front of you. Okay, Mr. Chiranjeevi is there. So are you killed to Chiranjeevi? Are you killed to Chiranjeevi in your dream? So that is a physically happen. Point understanding na? Are you killed to Chiranjeevi? Taking one knife, killing to Chiranjeevi. That is in your dream. But physically, are you killed to Chiranjeevi? No. That means what do you understand, guys? Here, whatever, this is what I said, view is a mediator. Mediator through, I'm sending one request. The request is what now? Insert query request. So that means this query is executed. Where it is executed? On your physical object. What is my physical object? DPT. DPT is what? Table. So that means we are just sending request through view. View is just a mediator. We are sending request through view, but the request will be executed on physical object. So physical object. Okay. Then this data, where it will be saved? This data will be where it will save. Yeah, the data saving under base table. Now we can see base table saving or not. Base table saving or not. Base table saving or not. Yes. So, okay. But that means we are inserting through view and the data successfully saved under our physical object DPT table. Okay. But user, how he knows that? How user knows that my data successfully inserted into base table? How user knows? How user knows means again user will be after inserting, user will be calling your view one. So view one is showing your data. Okay, view one is showing your data. So data storing under main table. On main table, data successfully stored. But whatever the modification is done on base table, that was immediately reflected in my view table. It was reflected in my view. Yes or no, guys? So that means this is what now? This is storage. And this reflection I can see in my view. Because of reason, simple reason. Suppose are you standing in front of mirror? Now, physical object, whatever it will do, action, the same action will see in your mirror. So that means physical object, what it was going to be done or what it was going to be happen on physical object, the same thing will I can see in my virtual also, because it is a virtual of physical. So physical, whatever it was going to happen, immediately that will be reflecting into my view. So that's why when after inserted, then user is calling select the star from view one, then you will be check out, yes, okay, my data successfully inserted. So user can understand now. In the same to same, user can do update DPT set, for example, LOC is equals to Pune, where DPT number, okay, here view now, so update view one set, LOC is equals to Pune, so where DPT number is equals to 50. So this is executed on base table. Data successfully updated in your base table. Data successfully updated in your base table. And that updation data, I can see in my virtual. I can see my virtual. Reflected data reflection. Okay, this is what. In the same to same, delete from view one. So where DPT number is equal to 50. So data deleted from base table. Your data deleted from base table. So data deleted. And whatever it was deleted from base table, again, the same reflection will be seen in my view. Now understand, now view is a virtual of your base table. So on physical object, what kind of modifications we did, the same modifications will be reflecting in my view. Reflecting in my view. That's why view is called a virtual. View is called a virtual of base table. Understand? Na? So whatever the modifications we performed on your base table, those modifications are immediately showing, immediately reflecting in our virtual. Okay, in our virtual. Okay, so this is what a simple example and one simple view I was created. And in this view, entire the table we are access. In this example, we are not hiding any rows data. We are not hiding any columns data. So entire the table we are accessing with the help of view, and we performed your operations. Okay, now. So now this is one example. Okay, we check it out. And next, some more examples. That means hiding examples, how to hide columns and rows. Okay, so that kind of examples we will see in tomorrow's session. So tomorrow we will go for the next level of operations in my simple views. Okay, now? Right. So one by one, if you see entire the concept, later you can understand what it was going to be happen. Okay, now? Understand now? So half of this topic, if you learn it, you cannot understand. See some more examples, you will see it. Some more examples, you will see it. And finally, you can get some idea. Okay, sir, now I understand what is view. Okay, now? Right, guys. Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will meet on tomorrow.